Just now coming off his career-high 6th sack of the season and a forced fumble, defensive end Will Heldt. Go ahead with questions whenever you're ready.
Now that you've had a chance to be a part of a senior day and military appreciation weekend at Clemson, just your thoughts on the environment as a whole?
Yeah, I think obviously the military side of things, it's really special here. It means a lot to the community and the university. So it was really cool to see how they honor that, honor all the former military. And then senior day was awesome. Just happy for all those guys.
Well, what did you know about the Clemson-South Carolina rivalry until this year, and how have you seen people be passionate about it since you got here?
Yeah, I think obviously being a guy from the Midwest, I don't really know a ton about it until I got here. But just getting into it, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a fun atmosphere. But yeah, excited to play that game.
Has anyone told you anything about it?
Yeah, I think just it gets a little chippy, like any rivalry. But it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I guess, do you have any sense of Old Bucket games?
I mean, I think they're both great rivalries. Both great, but no real comparison there.
I know you weren't here last year, but did you go back and look at the game from last year, and what were your thoughts on watching the defensive line and the linebackers try to bring down the North Sellers? What kind of challenges that will present?
100%. I think there's some things to learn from that game. So yeah, I've seen that game, and like you mentioned, Sellers is a dynamic player. Is a good runner. So yeah, we got a lot on our hands this week with him, but looking forward to the challenge.
How do you feel like you've grown this year at Clemson? From, say, last year to this year, who's development-wise?
Yeah, I feel like I've taken a jump just in playmaking ability and just just steadily improved. Proud of what I've put on tape this year. Excited to finish strong.
Anybody else for Will?
You are a true junior, so technically you have an NFL decision to make. Is that anything that you've thought about yet, what you want to do there?
Yeah, I mean, I think there'll be time for that moving forward, but just focused on South Carolina.
Coach Allen was saying that, what Lenore Sellers was able to do last year, maybe it was a little bit of motivation, like something you guys were talking about in the offseason. I mean, how much have you guys talked about kind of what happened last year against it?
I think just through the beginning of this week, it's been a little bit of a point of emphasis, where he took advantage of the defense last year, but I think we're looking forward to getting that corrected and, doing our job.
Hey, what's key about getting guys that big, being able to get him in the ground?
Yeah, I think because he's a guy who likes to roll out, but he also likes to duck. So kind of understanding his movement patterns is important as a defensive lineman, but just wrapping him up and getting him down.
I had a player here tell me one time, I was asking about playing in rivalry games, and he said, you can get hyped in pregame and all that, but then, once you get out there and get punched in the mouth the first time, it's just football.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just another game. But it's going to be hype. It's going to be a fun atmosphere. But all those things will add a little feel to it. But it's just going to be a football game. We're going to have some fun out there.
What's anybody told you about playing down there? Has anybody?
I think I've just heard about the fans, how they like to yell at you and just say choice words. But I think it'll be fun.
Do you embrace that, having people?
Yeah, I think you have to a little bit. I think it's a little bit of that man in the arena mentality. Just, go out there and do our thing. It's just we're going in there and it's just us versus them, so it should be fun.
Was it like that with Indiana? Did you get the choice words?
Yeah, I mean, I think with any rivalry you get some of that, but I think it's fun when the fans, add in. I think it makes it more fun for everybody.
This will be your, this Clemson reached 6 wins to be bowl eligible. This will be your first time to play in a bowl game next month. Just your thoughts on just reaching that achievement for the first time in your career? Yeah,
I'm really grateful for that. Obviously, I think I was telling somebody the other day I've more than doubled my win count here in just this year. Although it's been a disappointing season for the standards here, blessed to have done that and excited for that opportunity.
I was asking some of the other defensive players about Chris Denson because he's been alive in practice all year. Like, what do you remember just from out on the practice field in terms of his ability to run around?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys saw some of that on Saturday. It speaks for itself, but he's a dynamic player, and I'm sure he'll have a great future.
Anybody else? All right, well, appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Will.